I can be mean on this show.
Hey everyone, welcome to our possibly maybe final edition of We Won't Go Back the night before election day. We're trying to do one last big push and information gathering before we get the final day of voting tomorrow. So if you have any last minute questions, last minute comments, last minute vents, last minute whatever, get on here and send us a message and we'll try to address everything that comes up. So this is it. This is our final push before elections, and it is so important. So important to vote, and to vote with people in mind other than yourself, because even if you don't think it affects you, it does in some way, maybe in ways you don't understand. But I can guarantee there's someone you love that will be affected if these laws aren't put into place. So this is so important for everyone.
Critically important. I agree. And, I'm like you, Stephanie. I'm hoping this is the last time we have to do this show for now.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not, we don't give up.
Nope. We'll keep going.
Oh, I love that. Voice of the elders. Vote. VOTE equals voice of the elders. I love that. Thank you, Dagger.
Why hadn't we ever thought of that?
Hi, Nancy. I don't know.
My rabbit.
That's perfect. So we are the elders, and we are saying, please, please, please get out and vote. Please, as Stephanie said, if you're not thinking of yourself, think of everybody else, all the people who can be affected. And literally, that is everybody. Mm-hmm. Everybody. There is nobody that will not be affected by this. If we lose this rights are going to continue going away. Mm-hmm. And we can't stand for that. Absolutely not.
No, we can't. I will chime in and say that I learned today that you can register to vote up until 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Yep. Now, that wouldn't quite work because the polls will close before that, but you go to your county clerk. You have to go to the county clerk to do it on the day of the election. And you need an ID of some kind. Even a bill with your address on it should work. But it'd be great if you had your license with you. That'd be better. But
right.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either. Yeah. I thought it had to be before tomorrow. And yeah, Rhonda.
I'm cleaning my rabbit.
Rhonda's saying definitely not about me protecting women's rights. And we feel the same way. Beth and I are both in our 60s, and Stephanie has had her family, but we have, people who we love, and people, we're all connected. So even if we don't have daughters, granddaughters, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
It's for everybody.
Yeah. So what is the chat saying?
I'm just posting that. And then Nancy says, I'm afraid about tomorrow. And, we've talked about this too. The three of us have talked about it. And, it's not that we're not afraid. We're trying really hard to think positive.
All right.
So, the more positive thoughts we put out there, maybe the better. And Dagger says, gender affirming care is now illegal for minors in Florida. Man. Yeah, and that's...
Oh my God.
That's heartbreaking.
I'm surprised they limited it to minors considering it's Florida.
Right. And they'll continue. They'll go as far as they can.
Yeah. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lexi. It's kind of, you've done everything you can do now. You can't force them to vote.
Yeah.
Away. Um, here's something, Lex. Maybe they'll get in the booth without all the pressure and peer pressure around them, and some of your words will come back to them. That's about.
That's
Well, it's like I posted back in 2020 with the presidential election. Go in there and vote yes, and then go and tell all your friends you voted no. They don't need to know that you actually voted yes. If you want to keep up your women hating facade, go ahead and tell them you voted no. But get in there and
right.
vote yes.
Yeah. Because you may have even, Lexi, if you even swayed one person, that's wonderful.
Continue using your voice, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I know you've got one, and I love it.
And she's in a tough state. She's in Ohio.
Yeah.
And Ohio's really, I mean, they saved us before, though. I remember thanking Ohio. I think it was when Obama got elected. Yeah. I think. One of them. One of the good guys or girls.
I miss Obama. I'll tell you. I really do. Yeah. Nancy's saying, Marjorie Taylor Greene, excuse me.
See what reaction you have just to say her
name. Was trying to get college students to change their address in her county to vote for her. I would not put anything past her. And somebody probably told her to do that because she's not very bright.
She's not smart enough to think of it on her own.
No.
See, Lexi, she got a few at work, she said.
Good job.
Yay.
If we get that governor to Florida to Trump as pres, we are screwed. Yeah. Yeah. I've said I'm going to leave the country before, but this time I mean it. I mean, after the next election.
Right. I love what Rhonda's saying, and that's where I'm trying to stay mentally, emotionally. Everything is women do amazing things when we stand together. History proves it. If you think, Beth, we were young, but we were here when Roe versus Wade went into effect.
Right.
Hi, Dale. And I mean, it took a lot. These women fought damn hard. To get
it even
done.
goes further back than that. The culture of Native American is that the women stand and they call in the men to stand behind them. But the women are always the ones that see the problem, see the situation first, want to protect their children, and then the men come in. So this has been going since time began.
Yes, it has.
So we're telling you, do yard signs, march, all this. We're down to vote.
Yep.
Yeah, vote.
All that's left to do.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but no matter how you vote, because that's what democracy is.
Exactly.
And if we that's what scares me more than anything is losing democracy. So no matter how you vote. And hi, Dale. We love you. Glad you're here. He stands up with us women.
That's
he
good.
likes all my likes all my posts. Yes, I love to see. Tim Woolworth made a post the other night too, asking his friends to stand up for their women. So I love it.
Yeah. And you guys know what I'm talking about. That's kind of big.
Yeah.
From the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because, it is. It is big. Hi, Dana.
Well behaved. Yep. It's time to raise some hell.
Yep. And Dana can do it.
Lexi, why did you say butt? And a little chompy thing.
It's a blue wave.
Blue wave.
Oh.
Yay.
Oh my God.
And I was going to wear blue tonight, but I don't know.
I only had this ugly.
But it's blue.
It's the thing I want to take into the thing.
Purple is a shade of blue though, right? So
sure.
It can be if we want it to be.
That's right. Rhonda says, my son-in-law is a doctor and he's asking everyone to vote yes on proposal 3.
Yay for your
Oh,
son-in-law.
thank you, Lexi. I feel like I look like warmed over poo-poo, but thank you. I don't know. Would you warm over
look
poo-poo?
Wonderful.
I mean,
I don't think so. It smells worse.
You don't need
worse
to read
when
you
you warm it
want
over.
to warm over poo-poo. That's not.
And
I'll tell you what is warm over poo-poo. Mega. That's
so true. So RJ's asking how's his favorite ladies. I know that's what he meant. And he's not drinking. He's not feeling
Where
well.
is he? I don't see him on here.
I've got
there he is.
It's right there. Yeah.
Hey RJ.
And his vote is already in and he stood by his lady. So
yay. Oh,
yes.
Kisses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I threatened his life. No, I'm kidding.
She got a gun to his head, but other than that, no, I don't believe that.
No, not a gun. See, Lexi says, you look great, Mom. And you do. You look wonderful.
I don't feel
You
it.
always do.
Thank you, though. I've been in bed for 2 days, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm just saying I had a couple rough days, everybody. So, but other than that, enough said about that.
So we all need to be sending lots of love and light and blessings and positive whatever, everything to Beth.
Appreciate that.
She's going through some rough stuff.
Some shit.
Yes.
Some big shit.
Yeah.
All right. But we need to vote tomorrow.
Yes.
We need
Is everybody going to
vote.
vote?
Think about anybody that might need some help. That would be another. Thank you, Nancy. Think about anybody who needs a ride, maybe, or needs to go to the clerk's office and register and then go to the polls.
If you know anyone who still isn't sure, then help them get the information needed for them to make an informed decision.
Yeah. And I know we have some links out there, don't we?
Oh, yes. Banners. Let's see.
Beth will put
if you want to know about your candidates or there's your candidates, and there's one here for the ballots I'll put up in a minute.
Yeah, let everybody get this one down.
Yeah.
And it's, it's so important to do your homework. I personally vote from home. I do mail in, although I drive it in and hand it in, partly because I have hip issues and it's hard to stand for long. But
right.
But also I like to sit and take my time and not feel pressured. Right. And if there's, if I forget, oh God, what is this one? I can look it up. But always be informed when you vote. Know who you're voting for, what you're voting for. Mm-hmm.
We always go.
Go ahead.
We always go the polls, but and I think we do that for I know why we do it. We do it because we want to offset the people that usually go to the polls instead of mail in, and we want to offset that number. But I will tell you this thing that's happening to me this week may have caused me not to be available to go to the polls. And that was scaring the crap out of me.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because if you have an emergency on the 8th,
right,
you're not going to get to vote.
Wow.
There's no do-overs. So think about that. That might be a tad bit better because of that.
Right. So they're talking about
storm or flat tire or any of those things could stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stop. Luckily, I'm walking distance, but.
And, for me, I also have really high anxiety. So until that vote is in, I'm a wreck. just
Yeah.
thinking the things that you're talking about, Beth.
Well, and
So
especially now with the, like Dagger said, armed people guarding drop boxes and the violence that has already been shown. I'm scared to go and sit in line in my little small town Buckley and
Because
wear
they all
blue
care.
or do anything. Like it's scary when you're in the minority in the town that
right.
you live in to sit and wait in line for an hour, 2 hours, whatever, to vote.
It is. It is scary.
It is, but you know me, I'd be out there in their face going,
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that either, especially if they're armed.
Right.
But that's not right. It's not right that they get to intimidate people like that or make us feel unsafe. That's just wrong.
Yep. But they
Dana.
don't care. They don't see it that way.
This is why I love Dana. Any man with a conscience should be backing us. I refuse to give any slack regarding this. Call me petty, but no female should be reduced to saying things like, blessed be the fruit.
Yep.
Amen, girl.
His eye is on us or something. What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good show. My favorite, but also very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I should be watching them right now.
Yeah. Probably not.
Yeah,
Pretty
no.
depressing. Yeah, and Rhonda said she goes extremely early. I don't know if there's a good time. Is there, Steph?
I've never had the chance to go early because I always have to work. So it's always after work. But this year we did mail in ballots and Dan dropped them off. So
I think noon is tough because
everyone going on
people
their
are lunch or going there, and then kind of space it if you can. 3:30 is a let out time for some factories, and 5:00 a lot of people get off. So if it was me, and it is me because I will be doing it tomorrow, 10:00 is good for me in the morning.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But if the lines are long, stick it out. Please stick it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're in line, they have to let you in.
Give up. I'm sorry, Steph. What?
Oh, I was saying as long as you're in line, they have to let you in to vote.
Yeah.
They don't have to give you water, but
yeah.
Right.
Bring your own
Opens
water.
at 7 a.m. So they're talking about The Handmaid's Tale here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Dana has some rage issues. I do more than I ever have in my life. Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah.
Not you.
With yourselves and with me.
With myself? People tell me all the time.
Yeah. I can get so irate when it comes to I mean, especially this topic, but
it's just unbelievable that this is still a thing.
Yeah.
But think about it.
Why?
That energy has always driven to change.
Mm-hmm.
You don't sit there and be all loving and things are going to change, or you don't sit there and not care and things are going to change. Did the pilgrims, did the natives, did that? Change takes unfortunately that energy of anger or disappointment or fear or whatever it takes. We have to be driven. That's just our human nature.
Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm really counting on that for all of the women of our state anyways. I don't know about the rest of the country, but I know our state, I'm counting on the women to be good and pissed.
Yeah.
That these guys are taking our rights. And no matter how you feel about abortion, this doesn't really come down to abortion.
No.
This comes down to rights.
Yeah.
Get pissed.
Yeah. And just
if you-
because you don't choose it doesn't mean you have the right to choose something for somebody else.
Right. Yep.
They're focusing on
Because-
the highly emotional parts of it to try to stoke the emotion on, you know, the opposite side of they're killing babies and they're letting children get sex changes, and so they focus on those really high
But the
emotion
janitor's going to do it.
things to try to sway, because they know that they have no other way of making people believe them.
Right. And let's be honest, they put bullshit lies in there too.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely. Outright lies.
Yeah.
And
Surprise,
just
surprise. Huh?
common sense says you want people to have choices. Well, if you don't have a choice to carry a child, you have to carry the child, then you have no choices.
Right.
Choice is that you have either one, and you get to decide.
Right.
But
Well,
forced birth is just, I mean, doesn't it almost sound like, I don't know, Russian or communism
slavery.
or
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, you know, we know, you know, most women are not going to choose to abort just for the sake of aborting.
Right. Especially late term.
Right. Especially late term. But it is their choice. But then, you know, we also have to look at those who have miscarried and who have physical issues, or, you know, are told, okay, you know, you have a baby in there with a heartbeat, but no brain, or, you know, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Dagger, I probably said the wrong thing. I didn't mean communism. I meant oppression.
Right.
uh,
So give us
being
the right word.
slavery, really, being forced into things that you would normally
it is.
do.
Right. It's slavery.
Yeah, that's only pro-birth, not choice. You're right.
Yeah, because they don't care about the babies after they're born.
Yeah.
No, they can be beaten or starved or not wanted, and
yeah. I mean, honestly, we have a lot of that as it is.
right.
I mean, I did foster care for a long time. I know what's out there.
Yeah.
So, and Dana, you kind of made me giggle. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Love you.
Yeah.
Okay. Authoritarian.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, foster care will be overflowing.
Mm-hmm.
And put yourself in the young mothers that has no resources, that doesn't have family to help. Put yourself in, I mean, yeah, she can get food stamps and stuff. How does she get to the store? How does she, you know, she's a young mother. She doesn't know how to deal with a baby that's screaming in the middle of the night with colic, or, you know, you got to have compassion for her as well.
If we lose democracy, we won't have that.
What's that?
Said if we lose democracy, we won't even have that. They won't be able to get food stamps.
Exactly.
We won't be able to get Social Security that we've paid into. I mean, just all kinds of ick stuff. Right. And I agree with Rhonda too. Foster care will be overflowing. It already is, Rhonda. As I said, I did it for a long time, and we were constantly trying to get other people to come in, and oh my God, can we ban that person?
This is not the best show to be putting those comments
what?
on.
What?
I blocked them.
Okay.
Just so everybody else knows what. Oh, they probably saw it.
You picked the wrong
sure
show.
They did.
Or they're just trying
Oh, no. Nobody on Facebook would see that. That was a YouTuber.
Okay.
It's some kind of a sex thing. So
it's a sex chat thing that somebody put in our comments. I mean, for God's sake.
Right.
Really? Really?
Bad timing. Yeah, and Nancy says some of her, some of those foster homes I wouldn't let my dog go to. Yeah, there's good and bad and everything, and there are bad foster homes too. I agree.
Sorry. Did you see what Daniel put?
Oops.
Oh, that wasn't it.
It probably was.
Trying to get banned again.
Daniel.
Ground him. Ground him.
As long as it was,
Oh my gosh.
as long as the men had to be submissive, we're fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No, we're not. It was a joke.
Okay, so what can we do to increase votes tomorrow? Everybody
Send an email
post
to
your
friends.
ideas.
Send friends an email to tell them how important it is that they vote if you think they're on the fence.
If you aren't working, offer rides.
Yeah. See if anybody needs your help getting to the polls or getting to the clerk or whatever. I don't know if it's too late for Facebook posts. I don't know that they even influence much, but you could. Nice ones, I guess.
Yeah. I've
Do
been
as I
putting them out
say,
here
not
and
as I
there.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. And I know you guys know this too, but you can put something out on Facebook like I had a pimple on my nipple, and you're going to get 10 million comments.
Mm-hmm.
But you put something out like this, and
Yeah.
it's like people
Silence.
just back away.
Silence.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Oh. Beta in Traverse City will actually drive you to vote free of charge. I
Oh, that's
love
nice.
that. So everybody, if you don't have a ride, call your local, whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah. If you have Beta or count some sort of county buses.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody's listening in the Everett area, I will be happy to come get you and take you to the polls, no matter what you're voting for.
Yeah, because that vote's important no matter how you vote. But please vote yes.
Yeah.
Not that I can make you, but
It would be nice if we kept the Senate. Just saying.
oh, it's
So
so
we can get
important
some
right
stuff
now.
done.
So important. Yeah.
Let's get some stuff done this next 2 years.
Yep.
Let's not block things so we can't get anything done. Aren't you guys weary
They're
of
talking
that?
about the series.
What's that?
They're talking about the series still.
Oh, yeah.
So Rhonda's
that's a
doing
good
a
idea,
Facebook Live
Nancy.
tomorrow.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Nancy's giving rides and Rhonda's going to do a Facebook Live.
Nice.
Go women. I love you guys.
And Nancy's putting it on her Facebook. That's really smart.
Yeah.
I might do that too. That means I have to clean out my car, but I'll do it. I got lots of baby stuff in there.
Yeah, I might be giving a ride to somebody tomorrow to Dagger tomorrow. We'll see. But I might be available.
Yeah.
We want people to vote.
Do we know what time the polls close? That's something we probably should know.
I think 8, isn't it?
I think
usually it's 8. I don't know if it would be different this
different counties. I don't know.
If I know Stephanie, she'll look it up.
Oh.
She already has it looked up, probably.
Probably. Alexa says 7:30 in Ohio.
Oh, I'm gonna look here for myself first.
Yeah.
Polls close at 8 p.m. local time.
Good.
For everything or for just Travers?
It says Michigan.
Okay. 8 o'clock, people. And don't forget, if you didn't set your clocks back.
Oh my God. So I just now got a text. I'm so angry.
What?
Says Stu here with Michigan Family Project. Gretchen Whitmer supports Radical Proposal 3,
Oh,
which allows children to receive gender reassignment hormones and abortion up the point of birth, making our laws as radical as China and North Korea. And then it gives her phone number.
are you
And
kidding me?
And we're supposed to tell her that Proposal 3 is too radical. I am not kidding you.
And all of a sudden this week, I've been getting all these Republican
I don't know. Can you see that?
things, emails, kind of
So
over. Yeah,
I usually text these people back with
I do
my
too. I say,
opinion.
why in the world would you text me?
Well, I say a lot worse than that, but
Or you can report it too
I
as
should.
offensive.
It is offensive.
It is offensive.
Well, and if you haven't signed up for it, they shouldn't be allowed to text you. If you
Well,
haven't signed up.
obviously, that's not for the people that I vote for.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, the only thing I could think of with me was me emailing the Republican senators and congressmen to tell them how I felt about things. And they obviously thought I was for them somehow because they got an email from me. I don't know.
Right.
That's the only
So,
thing I could figure out. Go,
yeah,
Gretchen. Go, Big Gretch.
I love
I
that.
wonder if she likes being called Big Gretch.
Tell you, she's a powerhouse of a woman. She really
She
is.
is a
So,
powerhouse.
I kind of want to address this. Nancy wants to know, how do you ease the tension on what's going to happen? Well, we're all tense. We're all uptight over this. But we do need to think positive, and we need to try to manifest that the right thing is going to happen. Because, well, number one, we're going to have ulcers if we don't. Meditate. I have been, trying to send love, send love, send love, send wisdom. I've been, asking everybody, please receive with some wisdom on this. And then I get that text. So it kind of blows that. But but she said her tummy's been in knots. And as a woman, as a mother, as a grandmother, mine has too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified. I'll admit it. I'm terrified about what's going to happen. But I'm super trying to think positive.
One of the things that I do in a situation like I have to have a mediation with somebody or something like that is I try to imagine putting golden light around the building and around the participants. So maybe we could do that tonight. We could put golden light around the polling places and the pollsters and the people voting and just ask for the highest and best to happen.
Yeah.
Because when we put our will on it.
Yeah.
Where is Angry Beth and what did you do with her?
Well, we are angry. We are,
Yeah.
and we are scared. But we're also wise enough to know that thoughts are things.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts create reality. And we're too pissed to allow that to happen.
Mm-hmm. Daniel, I think you're right. I think she would make a good president.
I think so too.
Gretchen, Big Gretch. For you that aren't from Michigan, she's our governor.
Yes.
Yes, I love the sweet by the red,
yes.
blue. Yeah, we're all in the group. Is everybody else in the?
Yeah, I am.
Wine and blue. Yeah, it's a good group. It actually makes you feel not so alone.
Right.
Right. And I think we do need to remember that, there's millions of us out there. And not only women, we do have men who are standing up too to this.
Right. We do.
There's millions of people that feel the same way we do. And who you know, don't listen to everything their clergy tells them or everything that, you know, some politicians tell them. All this bull crap about it being too extreme and too confusing. I've read it and read it and read it. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't think it's confusing.
I'm confused as to how people are confused about it.
I could not find the janitor in there. I could not.
I can't find the janitor. I can't find the gender hormones.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, where's Waldo? Where's the
You're right. Yeah. I can't find the 10-year-old abortions. None of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't.
But I do want to plead to some of these women. I want to plead to these women that are voting because their husbands want them to or tell them to. You know what? He doesn't know what you're doing once you're behind that little screen. Yeah. And if he has that kind of control on you, honey, I'm so sorry.
Right.
But I got to believe that some of it is that because how can there be this many women that would vote against their own interest?
And their daughters and their granddaughters and their sisters and some even their mothers. Exactly. Yeah. This is going to affect everybody. And I'll say that as long as I have to. It's going to affect everybody if it doesn't go well. This is only the beginning.
Yes, trans lives. You're right. Sorry, I'm choking.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. I don't understand it. I see them out there at the rallies and they actually look brainwashed and they act like a cult. And I just, honey, break through, break free. Nobody knows what you're going to do behind that little podium. Nobody needs to know. That's your business.
Right. You can say whatever you want when you walk out, but vote with your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Daniel, I go along with that too.
But Daniel, tell me this: why the mega? He was not Christian. He said he didn't need God before he got elected. He holds the Bible upside down. He doesn't quote the Bible correctly. He doesn't go to church on Sunday unless there's a photo opportunity.
Right, but that's all kind of something else on this topic.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree 1,000% with you. But when it comes to this topic, a lot of people say they're using their Christian.
Oh, I see. Because he is anti-abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because they are because of their belief system.
So let's talk about that. The guys you are promoting and saying, oh, they're Christian and we're going to vote for them or vote for this, not just the proposal, but for the people that are against the proposal. You really think they've never paid for an abortion? Do you really think they haven't had mistresses? Or do you really think that? You're not that naive. You're not that
naive. Amen. And Rob lives in Canada. He says, I find it sad that as a country, this battle continues. We have the federal laws to protect the right, and our top court can't change it. That's in Canada.
Oh, yay. Gotcha, Rob.
I'm moving to Canada. Wonderful. I'm moving to Canada.
I would if you were warmer, Canada.
Well, some parts are.
Switch the heater on there or something.
Yeah, you just don't want to go to northern Canada.
Yeah.
He is the means God gave them to get their way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Good answer. Ooh. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm really tired. It's like I feel like I've been fighting this battle most of my life.
It does feel like that. Well, Lexi, if you could put the link on the chat here, that'd be great for red wine and blue. Can you do that? And she says, here yesterday, all up and down the highway, there I could put my glasses on. There was nothing but let's go, Brandon. And what an awful thing.
Yeah.
And Trump 2024 signs just a way to get people to vote Republican and take away from the real issues we are voting for tomorrow. Truth.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. His stomach does not look like that. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's like he's all buff, pictures of Trump. And I'm like, oh my God, really? Yeah. You don't get that from me. What is it he likes? McDonald's?
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about him. Okay.
Yeah. We have to ignore him. We have to ignore him.
Alexi, I think you can hear me. Can you do a link? If you can't, I'll try to figure it out. It's from on Facebook, Nancy.
Yeah. If you can't find it, one of us can send you a link.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. But as we were young and all of the women's rights were being fought for and human rights and people of color and gay rights, some people say, well, that ended once Roe versus Wade went into effect. No, just that part did.
Yeah.
We have had to continue to fight for all the rest. And, we were finally making a little bit of progress, just a little.
Yeah.
I mean, many of the other countries recognized gay marriage way before we did and protected people of color. Yeah. And now I feel like we went back with everything.
Yeah.
With
one step forward and 15 steps back.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, I mean, it's so critical that this passes tomorrow for all of those reasons, because we're going to lose every bit of it if it doesn't.
Yep.
And
Stephanie, did Madison say anything about the climate in France? Or if they're even talking about things like this?
She didn't say. I don't know that she was necessarily exposed to it very much over there. Okay. I don't know if that's even anything that's a current issue over there right now. So yeah, they kind of did their own little thing. So I don't know if she had any real exposure to any kind of politics that are happening over there.
You just wonder what other countries are. Well, they're probably just shaking their head.
Yeah,
I think so.
That'd be my guess. Well, except for like Iran, and they're probably not shaking their head. They probably don't know about us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, they're congratulating us.
Yeah.
Boy.
Okay, I posted a link to that Red, Wine, and Blue group.
Oh, okay.
Good. Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah.
And Rhonda, I agree. I agree 1,000% with that. And I was looking at the laws because all of these marquees, were saying vote no. It's too extreme, too confusing, all that BS. And, you would think as a church, they wouldn't be able to do that. That should be illegal.
I've seen doctors' offices posting.
Really?
No, yeah.
Churches.
Like, an OBGYN that had no to Prop 3 near my work.
I went by several churches that have it, and I was like, are you kidding me?
Many of them. And they shouldn't be able to. Now, they can't put anything on about a candidate.
Yeah, but they can about proposals. That's just.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some silly fine print in there, but yeah, basically they can.
Then they need to be taxed.
Yeah, yep. I agree. Tax them. They shouldn't be exempt.
Great
So they
minds
can get
think
in
alike.
politics.
Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wonder if they're preaching from the pulpit too, and that would upset
Oh,
me.
I can almost
Yeah.
guarantee
Guarantee.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know they are. You know they are. That's why I said earlier, don't, so many people just listen to clergy and don't think for themselves.
Yeah. Or
And
listen
that
to
shouldn't have
anybody,
any.
listen to their husbands, listen to their neighbors, listen to their
Right.
whoever, instead of doing their own research. They don't want to think. It's too difficult. When you only have
Or
three
just listening to their heart. Does that
Right.
feel right to have your right
We'd have
speak
to
on
have
that?
one, Beth.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty scary, but we're going to think positive, right?
Yep.
Right.
That blue wave. We're going to think positive.
Well, I
Because
know
things
it
have
might
got to
seem
get better.
dorky, but should we? Should we just do this little meditation and imagine golden light around everybody's heart and around the polling places
Yeah.
and
I would love
down
that.
the line leading because I have no energy for it. So
Oh, I'm going to do it?
yes.
But you're so good at it,
I
Beth.
threw it on. I'm so whipped. I just can't. I know you're
That's
tired
okay.
too.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
It would yeah.
So if we can all take a few minutes, just take a nice cleansing breath in and close your eyes and then blow it out. We're going to breathe in the golden light. See it coming in and going out as you breathe out. Now visualize your neighbors, your street, your town, and especially your polling place. We're going to focus on sending golden, white, beautiful light of love and wisdom. Continue to breathe in the golden light and breathe it out. We radiate love. We radiate unity. We radiate peace. And as we go through our evening and try to sleep tonight, every time this comes into your mind, breathe in that golden light and send it out with love. Send it with wisdom and unity. And know that together we are strong. We are fierce. We are mothers. And we will do what we need to do. And may all people everywhere find that same wisdom, that same love, and that same strength. Cleansing breath in, cleansing breath out. Together we have this. Together we are strong. And together we know we can do what we need to do to protect ourselves and to protect our families and all that come after us And now we send the gold wave. You can open your eyes. Let's be strong, ladies. We've got this. We've got this.
I got this. That was beautiful, Deb. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And it
I
did
needed
help.
it as badly as everybody else. Yeah.
It is helping.
Yeah. We all need that. And we
How does our
we
chatters
do
feel?
need to. Yeah. How do you guys feel?
How do you feel, Steph?
Good.
Alexa.
I have hope. I have positive thoughts. I really feel like we're gonna do it.
That was perfect. And I love how you ended it with the gold wave. That was awesome.
Gold wave. Yes, you're welcome, everybody. And thank you for doing it with us. And thank you, Dan. Sweet.
I feel better. Do you guys?
Yeah, we've got this. We've got this. We're going to continue thinking positive. We're going to stay strong and united. And, if no matter how it goes tomorrow, we don't give up. We just don't give up.
No.
I will fight to my last breath. And we all will. Hi, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
You missed the golden wave.
We'll just send it your way, Terry.
Yep.
Yeah. So how are you guys feeling? Are we going to...
I'm good. I don't know about everybody else. Vote.
Yeah.
Now somebody will see this and say, see, she said vote 3 times. No, vote once, just go vote.
Yes, just go vote. Yeah. Yeah, and Nancy, it will make us fight harder and stronger. But it's going to go well. It's going to go well because
I think
although
so.
I remember another election when I told myself, this is going to sound awful, but I told myself, people can't be that stupid.
You were wrong.
You set yourself up for failure there.
I was wrong.
No, you weren't. Wrong. There was more votes cast. It said, damn electoral college.
Right. Yeah, we need to do away with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're doing away with daylight savings, aren't we? Isn't this the last time?
Yeah, and I hope so.
I thought so, yeah.
What'd you think?
I think we are after this one.
I hope so.
So we are allowed to get rid of things that don't serve us anymore.
Right, and that doesn't. I mean, we don't have farmers in the fields at 5 a.m. Amen. Amen.
They haven't served us for a very long time.
Yeah.
So should we do a show next week for the heck of it to either
recap
or start fighting
celebrate?
Again. I think we're going to recap.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
And guys, don't get caught up in the polls. Did they know last time?
No.
Did they know the time before? No. They've been wrong so often.
The polls are guesses.
Don't get caught up in that.
Right.
Yeah, I would be up for it.
Okay. So we'll do this again next week and go over whatever we feel like going over the whole season. And next week we celebrate, right?
Yep.
That's right. We have the champagne.
Yep. We're going to have a drunk show next week in celebration.
How would that be different? Well, we don't celebrate yet. The drunk part.
Yeah, that might happen either way, right?
Right.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, you know what else you guys do? I know it's kind of late, but you could share this video.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will see it between now and the time they go to vote.
Yep.
We never know. We never know what we can say. One little thing that could change, really stop somebody in their tracks and think differently.
Oh.
Okay,
Nancy, you've got it. Tons of prayers and healing and positive thoughts coming your way. Nancy is a strong trooper. She had lung cancer a few years back and was totally cancer-free. Went through the surgery and chemo. So we're not going to take that either, Nancy. Lots of positive thoughts and
Mhm.
healing coming
Lots.
your way, my
Lots.
friend. You are
Nancy, you and
very
I might have
needed.
to have a conversation at some point. I might need some advice.
Yeah. You guys are Facebook friends, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, hook up. Beth could use you and you could use her.
It's not
Okay,
me,
so it's
people.
on Saturday. Okay, so it's on Saturday, so we'll be
Thinking about that on Saturday. And don't bother with me until you're feeling up to it.
yeah.
All right.
She said to please get a hold of her. So
I will. But I'm gonna wait till your test. You got enough on your plate.
yeah. Yeah. So we're at the top of the hour. Are you guys ready to wrap it up and think positive? And boy, anytime we need to, and I'm going to be doing it a lot, just do your breathing and go into sending out that gold wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Any last words, ladies? Other than vote?
I think we've pretty
Vote.
well covered it.
I think so too.
Send that blue and gold wave out there, ladies.
Yep.
Yep. Remember, we've got this.
We love you too.
Okay.
Bye, RJ. Bye, Terry.
Good
I'll
night,
rewatch.
everybody.
Okay, Terry. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you can do the meditation then, Terry, when you rewatch it.
And Deb, good night. Thank you. We love you guys. We love you all. Think positive. Go vote. Other than Deb and Rob, who are in Canada and don't have to worry about it. Make room in your house because we might all be coming there.
I'm packing.
How many
You got it. They're great people. They would probably let us too. Oh, come on in. And they'd have lots of Mars bars.
All right.
They said doors open.
Yeah.
Aw.
See
Sweet.
what I tell you. All right, you guys. Good night. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see
Bye.
you next week. Good night. Good night.